Makeup. Change up. Makeup for Mama. Come, Sati.
And we can see here.
The Nancy Vasi's house. We tipped her place.
Oh, God, they also.
And I am helping Satyaka to make her famous polony. I'm now making bread crumbs. As you can see, the bread is very fresh. And now I think Percy Mama would like to say something about the kitchen that he's going to leave.
I don't know about the kitchen. I should speak or whether Sati should speak. But people, my wife is going to give you a little rundown on how she's going to miss this kitchen and how she's going to miss this, particularly this D5. Come, I think Sati. She's a very modest person, so just bear with us. She takes some time to come and say a few words. Okay?
No?
All right. Okay, Krishni, you can also say something just now. Just anything as it flows naturally. All right. Sati will say a few words. Anything, Sati.
Talk to Sati, Jackie.
Anything, let it flow free.
All right, Sati, come on.
You are video.
Let's think about it.
Nirvana said all we had to say and she'll continue.
Okay, I think Satyaka's going to really miss this kitchen because she's not going to be in a very big one after this. But she enjoyed her days cooking here, and I know we made a kitchen a real big mess when we were baking.
Oh yes, fond memories, because my job here was this area here. So fortunately now, in the new place, hopefully, we're going to have a double bowl sink, okay? So that, you know, it doesn't become so cumbersome to work with. Is anything?
Let Amma say something. Let Ma, your turn now.
Let's say something.
Say something about how you feel about this yard and the house.
Oh, and everything's miniaturized in this kitchen.
What do you remember that?
I am very proud to sit in this kitchen today and to leave this place. It is so sad, but this kitchen was really a very big kitchen to what is going to go now. So everything what was here, I used to enjoy myself when I come here and do my cooking. And it is sad for me to leave.
Satyaka, eat the bread.
Say something, Krishna. Say something.
Let's go to the next room, Jackie. Put it out.
Oh, you'll say something. No, let him say. Just give a little rundown. You shouldn't like this guy.
Percy Mama, I know he's going to leave some great memories of this lovely garden.
The name of this tree, Sinbagapur. Now when you stand here, the powerful smell, you can get it when you go into the room. So you're going to miss all that, and this beautiful garden like this, I'm going to miss all this to go to another place. So I'm very, sad to leave this place.
This one here, this thing here, set on the stone.
Would someone just like to tell us what happened?
Okay, it's Jackie's
Okay, Percy Mama had a good
Come on, Tani, just give her a little.
Come on, Jackie.
Well, here we are again in Percy's lovely garden. And I think Milton and Shakespeare and all these people would have been proud to be in a garden like this. I think Milton would have said, dull would he be of soul, to pass a scene so touching in its majesty. Correction that it was Wordsworth. So it's a beautiful garden, as you can see, and everyone who comes here always admire the garden.
Focus on us. We're sitting here. You go there. Jackie, you should do it.
That side just now.
Okay.
Okay, Master, say something else.
Say something.
No, anything and
Something.
everything.
I can't be only.
Sati?
Satyaka?
Nirvana, you get your turn.
What?
She's good.
I said, I like these
Okay,
flowers.
so sing on song while it's fine, like in the Tamil films.
Yeah.
You get that, you know?
Wait, Jackie saying something.
Put on pause now, Srini, we'll go to the...
Percy Mama loves that triangle place, and as you know, he's always got his towel with him, some sort of habit. And Satyaka looks kind of scared. I think there's cockroaches or something, spiders there. But I think this part really turned out nice, and it's one of my favorite parts of the garden. And there's one more thing. Satyaka has something to say to Percy Mama. Satyaka thinks that Percy Mama looks terrible with the towel around him, and you must stop
all
the
right,
habit
all
of
right.
the
Let
towel.
me explain. Since this towel, okay, everybody, has something to say about this towel today. You see, I perspire very easily, okay? And I think I got pressure, I'm not sure. Now, with this towel around, it helps me constantly to just wipe on this. Even when I was in India, throughout India, I had a towel around. So, whether it's a habit or what it is, but I feel lost without a towel. Not from now. From how many years, I don't know. From the time I think I left school. Anyway, coming to the garden, more to what we were supposed to be talking about. Please make me laugh. Yes, I'm going to miss this garden. I think this garden was my pride and joy. And I think, more tender than I was to the plants, I think it was Sati. Because the way she used to take pride in cutting the slips and, during the trimming time. And you can see from the very growth how they are like reacting to or bidding us farewell, in the last days before we move. Yes, it is something that I'm going to miss. I could say that I'll hold fond memories of the garden in particular and everything here in general, because we worked very hard from the time we moved in to build up to what it is now, within our own financial limitations, that is, So I think Mrs. Naidu has something to say in addition to that. Just a very few words that she's going to say.
He has to speak.
No, ask her something.
Right, come, Sati.
Yeah,
Okay, which is your
that
favorite
means you
part
do
in the
like
garden?
this garden.
Tell us which is your favorite spot in the garden. Oh, the
Stilitsia.
stilitsia.
Okay, when we get to the Stilitsia, she's going to say something there.
All right.
All right.
To pause
And I
and
love
everything.
this puppy.
Just as you're walking, come, Ma, as you're walking.
Yeah, now you can go, no?
Just inform me. Come,
Well, you like the pride of India, Ma?
No.
Oh. Come on.
Inform me as you're walking through. Sati?
Wait, you wanted to go?
No.
Let us walk from
Oh,
this side.
Stilitsia.
Well, let's walk from this side. You want us to
We're
come
gonna
down
on
the
top
stairs?
by the rock garden.
One of the places where we always got a very nice fragrance at night. And whenever we walk past your person, how much to show us the plant that gave up the fragrance.
Which is the plant? I don't know.
I think, Sonia, I think Sati watched a program where I think it's the family of the Jasmine, Sati?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Okay, in fact, we have deliberately planted plants along the entrance side to throw out the fragrance. For instance, right here with the gate, we've got what they call, Ma? Yesterday, today, tomorrow. Okay. And then, of course, here we got this plant here,
Yes.
which, funny enough, mainly during the night, it gives out this this special fragrance. And as you go down, of course, you got the one where Amma explained. You get it a lot at the Hare Krishna temple. What do you call it again, Ma?
Which one?
That one there?
Senbagapur.
Senmegapur. Okay, and then, of course, this little rock garden feature here was done by my brother-in-law, Krishna, from Fosa. Okay, he spent a lot of time and selected a lot of beautiful plants to fit in here, and I owe him a lot for this beautiful rock garden feature.
Good Benny, my darling.
Very much.
Must say something.
Put on pause now.
Say something about.
I think I'll miss the Celestia because every morning I always look out of the window and look at the progress of the blooming. It's the most favorite part of the garden.
And you found birds coming to the stilitsia, Saturday? No. And the birds come to your garden? Has there been?
Yeah, and that red flower.
Which one?
That red one.
There are special plants that actually attract
Attracts
birds.
birds, eh? The red cat's tail?
Not the cat's tail, the one above it. That little red one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Krishna, even this, you could take slips, try it on.
There's your favorite.
Let me tell you something about this palm cluster here. Okay, here again Krishna, my brother-in-law from Fosa. We went along to a nursery, I think it is in Amstranga, eh? Okay, and there he seen this cluster of palm, and he was fascinated by it, and he suggested to me it will be ideally suited on this spot here. But now the problem here is that to dig into the rocky ground. So I had a guy dig for nearly a day, only full job for the entire day. Okay, that was on a Saturday. On a Sunday, they came in with a truck with about half a dozen guys, came in and we tucked it in. And that is why this set here, really so nice.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Very, very beautiful.
I think at that time it was 190 rands, but Krish managed to get it for us for about 120, yeah? 120.
But it has a very rich effect.
These are ice cream chops.
Sure, that's
And funny enough, I only saw this plant now.
It's a good one you're saying, yeah, right, Karen? From all the
Only when Percy and I were moving, then this plant started growing.
So it's growing here from the time I think you're a little fellow like that. How you say?
He never noticed it.
But
No,
now
notice, it's got bad eyesight.
purple things look the best.
I think, but if ever I saw your garden in its richest state, I think today,
Today, yeah?
for me,
Today is the best.
You know, it's only now we're really appreciating it.
You can see the whole
You know, I like we used to take it for granted. Like.
Dad,
Yeah.
you come here, you can get this whole row of
I'm
purple.
not sounding so egoistic to in a way, like you know.
No, but
I'm feeling that way.
periwinkles really.
Ma, you blocked me. Let Daddy get this whole thing.
She said mustn't spoil the plants.
Now show something about this.
What ice cream chops?
These ones here.
Come, Elima. Okay. In fact, these plants here, what do you call them?
Ragged tooth.
Ragged tooth.
No, those are.
If that's the right name for it. But nonetheless, it is a very dangerous plant, really, because you can get, poked with these. So what I've done is, about 2 years ago, I actually chopped the whole thing out right from the root. And surprisingly, it's starting to sprout again.
But I thought
Because-
you had placed it here
No.
so people can't jump over.
No, that was the idea originally before taking it out. But I felt kind of bad if a dog in innocence come, and go out there, it's going to be injured. Take them out again. Hopefully this time.
Hey, wait for me. Wait for me, I'm coming.
Manage slopes, but you get them suddenly a big cluster like of all the tender shoots out. And you take it and you use that. That's what I did.
That's what you did.
I never had so much. Where you get so many from? We picked up, first miscellaneous one here. Because they don't really sell these things or whatever. Yeah, not like, But after 1 or 2 growths here and there, you see, big lots of growing,
This whole thing is good.
What they have
Was it? Oh, they couldn't get over. They spent more time outside than inside. Is that right?
You must have, I told them.
Like Vasi was telling me, even though she was laughing, that if you know in years from now, that if this somehow managed to work in a home, we had quite a lot of hassle in the beginning to get the plans drawn and all that, because at that stage there was a law that states that for every 3, what do you call this? Panels, you got to have one that is non-combustible. Now, but the problem is you cannot have one non-combustible which is the same color and all that. So therefore you notice that you got to set here and in between you got one which is totally different color, which spoils the look really, but that was a law. And the funny thing is, we took so long to get the plan drawn for that particular reason, and the inspector passed it eventually without that, after all the hassles. Imagine. And it took nearly a year.
How long you lived in this place?
From 1988. 88.
So
After 7
long,
years, huh?
Yeah. Same as us then.
Yeah.
I think.
Perhaps what's you making for supper? This is a funny wife, when I ask her what she's making for supper, she doesn't want to tell her husband.
And why you put the oven on Saturday?
Because their father's making a speciality.
What is that?
When someone talks, you don't show them your back. Talk
Yeah.
properly out.
Now what
This
you
is
making?
fresh milk from the garden, by the way. We're using it for cooking.
Now what you making Saturday with the breadcrumb?
We're making a Coloni vegetarian roast.
Vegetarian roast.
Nice and cool now, man. And Stevie's going to make us the sauce.
Huh? I'm making sauce.
She makes the sauce. Did you put the kettle on for some tea? Let's see, maybe the show wants...
Check in your favorite chair, man. Check in your favorite chair, relaxing.
Quando gli afferoxini i kaelincia, di
Let the Stevie give a commentary.
Sini, you know these grounds very well.
Yeah, you come here every time. You represent
Okay.
so well.
In fact, I've sold most of the household items, okay, in our wardrobes and my bed and everything else. But this is the only items I've retained. That is the oak, you know, sweet here and this. Come on. Right. So what you like to say? Say something.
You sat in this chair. You sat.
You used to sit there, Krishni.
I like this chair. Lucky you didn't like this chair.
Say something so that you know it can. How nice it feels sitting there. Right?
Nirvana.
Niri,
Yes?
come quickly.
Here, Satyaka's most long-lasting teddy bear. Every time I come here, I always see this teddy bear, and I don't know how long she's got this, but I know she keeps it very well. And this is one of Percy Mama's also treasures. Ma, no shoes allowed, and he must always, he always tries to fit in with me and squashes me. And I
Who
know
does that to you?
you.
Oh.
And this is his Sony, which he regrets buying somehow.
What?
I don't know. You
No,
should ask
that's because the day after I signed that I purchase on that, Connor showed me his catalog that the same thing cost nearly half the price
Where?
from his contacts. You
In
know?
Durban.
No. From where's this place? Dubai or Singapore or whatever it is.
Then how
So-
is he going to get it for you?
No, but still, you know, it is a depressing thing. And yet, this was going on a special now. So it was more depressing, you know, in spite of it going on special and I bought it, to realize that I could have got that for nearly half the price.
How much you paid?
In total now, it came to 4,100 something. Now that is, of course, with your finance charges and all that. Then if I had cash, I could have bought the same item for 1,500.
Where?
That is Uganda.
Oh.
Right. So it was something of a sore point. But later on now when I decided to sell it when I was selling all the other items, realizing, you know, to buy another set now, I'm just as well better off with this.
Yeah.
So as an afterthought, you know, I've settled for this. So,
This is lovely, yeah?
Steadiness.
It's fun.
2-1 satis. I don't know if you remember in Cloud, we had Mother Lakshmi and Mother Saraswati.
Big ones. Where is that?
Basil got it, I think.
The big ones, huh?
Big size ones, yeah.
We had one like that, too small.
Yeah.
They respect it. Overseas when you go, and the temples they have.
All right, however, you're coming at the time when the bed has been sold, so the room is a bit bare. At the time when we built this units here, we tried to get him, you know, all the facilities like, you know, the TV, the portable TV that fits in here, the radio and the clock, alarm clock and things. Okay?
Oh, that was the idea behind
Yeah, that was the idea. Yeah, you find all the TV connections and all that, yeah. Yeah. But
We had
we
the
use a TV, yeah, we use it, you know. And,
I
to watch a
didn't
program.
know that.
yeah.
Huh.
See,
Very good. Who gave you that idea?
our own idea. Quite creative, you know. Okay, well, of course, all the ceiling fans and everything is great.
You're leaving the curtains still?
No, curtains. In fact, the entire household curtains were sold to our neighbor here. Just next door, yeah, kitchen
Yeah.
neighbor. However, the kitchen neighbor comes back to us and tells us that their daughter is buying a house, and her brother told her, you know, why you went and bought curtains when I told you I'm going to sponsor the curtains for you. So with the result, that sale went, and so many other people want the curtains.
Yeah.
Now, we thought they're buying it. Or I don't know whether she must have thought, you know what, this curtains are not good enough for her. I'm not sure, but it's beautiful curtains. All
Yeah.
Woolworths curtains, lovely.
Mama?
Ma, come. All right, and as I said, this is Ma's room. From the time we moved in, we always thought that, you know, Ma will, whenever she comes, she must stay here, and that's why we call it Ma's room. Like you say something about your room, Ma? Yes, I must pitch it there too.
Whenever I come here, I sleep here. I always used to enjoy sleeping in this room. So now onwards, I'm missing my room.
No, but we're making provision there to minor flat. And you'll notice that we put a special light switch there.
Bedside.
Bedside light, so that Amma doesn't have to get up and put the switch off there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember,
It's
rich
convenient to
time
see.
used to put for us, remember?
Yeah.
In fact, I got these ideas from Appa. Because Appa was very electrically minded, or electronically minded.
Oh,
You always do that.
And I was behind him all the time. So with the result, I got into that, like anywhere I moved to, electrical plug points and electrical things, Kupas will find there. Where's Appa's photograph? Should I take it? I don't know where Granny will get it. Yeah, no, just
This photograph is the only photograph that we have of the entire family. Unfortunately, Vasi is not truly shown in this photograph, but Amma is pregnant for Vasi. This is the house, our tin house, that you see in the background. And what tree is there? I think it's an avocado tree, yeah?
Which one?
This one
No,
here.
I think it's a guava tree, isn't it?
Guava tree?
Yeah, it is a guava
It's a
tree.
guava tree. Oh. But you know, this is the only family photograph that we have, huh?
Is it, huh?
No, nothing else of our family.
Yeah.
Vasi is never ever in anything. But Amma was pregnant here.
So technically, Vasigari is there.
So technically she's there. Technically she's there. You would see that Akka, we are all standing around Akka. She was pregnant for Pregi in this photograph. And as a matter of fact, she delivered Pregi on the night this photograph was taken. So as you see it here, there's Ashwin, Shirani, and the rest of the family members.
I think,
And
someone was
Akka
pregnant
was heavily pregnant
For Pregi.
for Pregi.
And also look at the mini skirt and the long hockey stick.
What's that, another time?
The long golf sticks there.
Photograph. My grandfather in the photograph, the insert, my granny, and both my parents and my brothers. And I think means a lot because my granny is no longer, and so are my parents.
What about this picture here, Nanda?
That's my brother and his family in India.
What's the names?
I think that's it, Auntie.
There's Percy there, myself and Sati.
Okay, in fact, I remember when I took this picture, I wanted Amma particularly to, to be with us as a remembrance.
The wedding day
Yeah.
photograph.
So here we took in Doc's house,
This is the Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal. Picture here you'll find Kugan holding the black girl there, okay, with me next to him. It's quite a humorous event that was when we went up to the Kruger National Park at his Eastern Transvaal. But in actual fact, it is a huge lifelike statue of a black girl. Looks very realistic, as if he's holding a black girl. See there? For a dinner dance or some evening occasion, and the photographer, they took that picture for us. And we had to post him the, what do you call, fees for it. It's only about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, New Year's resolution, he promised me last year that he's not going to do this, that he's going to the ashram and that he's going to be disciplined and he's going to follow time. Unfortunately, I'm very disappointed. He's still done the stupid thing. I don't understand it. It's most illogical. I don't know who's he bluffing.
But the idea behind this is you'd rather be somewhere 10 minutes early than being somewhere 10 minutes late.
Oh, because
Now,
it's
by this time showing
so
25 to
stupid.
8, okay, on this,
Yeah.
the 8th of...
Go by the camera. Go by the camera. Just standing here. Watch where you go. My sister, man.
Hi, Dad.
Here's my sister. Not my sister. What did you demonstrate? Mother and daughter morning posing. Trouble with Today she wants all the attention.
All the time. Hey, focus on my sister. Let's go down. I wind up the sister.
Careful, let's go down.
I was looking at Rishi. How much you must have missed your shoulder in sleeping so much.
Don't move too much. You see, you're moving too much.
You just stop it, Jack.
You must go.
We take up the children.
It's dark there today.
Take it. And let's get them on their way.
Yeah.
They need that.
When they do what?
Bowling.
Yeah, then they do what?
You beat me.
Okay, okay.
Well done. You beat me by 500.
This is your class. Your adult class.
You were nice with them. Yeah. That's it. That's good. That's
Say
We're having a nice time. So we're enjoying ourselves, looking at all the Singapore pictures.
in the flower garden.
Jason, you said you must it and I took it when I was there. I have to do this for you. I did it for him.
But you must show us some of the nice movies too.
Yeah? No, you do the camera.
Wait, start again.
Watching. We're at the Paramount Lounge, sitting down and doing nothing. Most of the people are in the kitchen starting to eat. And today we came here to have a get together and bye-bye. I'm meant to be here, but it's not here.
Where's Umesh?
You say something, President?
I don't touch any of the buttons, please.
When you went to the doctor today, what did you do?
I went to the doctor and this thing was more jelly.
What?
And what did the doctor say?
What the doctor asked you? What you gonna become? What you gonna? When you what you gonna become?
Ninja.
You told that.
He told me I'm good, but I want the turtles.
Tell her expression, she doesn't understand. Tell her, Mano, Mano. Okay, we'll come there. Righto. Right. You know, with the Naidu family, what it is all the time?
Come on, eat.
He said we have to come there for dessert. What was the best dish you enjoyed in that one is fun. Oh, China.
Say something there, boys.
This is beans. Oh, please. Alright, this is a lecture on. And you are making mess. This is a lecture. Now you're making nonsense. This is a lecture on beans. Beans are good for the heart.
See,
And the more you eat,
the more you fart.
and the more you fart, the better you feel. So come on, people, eat beans.
The thing is that
Carry on talking, man.
My wife must talk something.
unfair advantage. This is quite very sensible. Unfair.
But you have to take it out to the
They should have taken the video camera.
Mommy? Oh, that's sweet.
What question?
Yeah.
What question you asked? I forgot the question you asked.
So you're not leaving us very well.
Occupation is going to start from the 1st. It's a better move at the end of the month. And I'm going on leave from the 1st.
So this fits in, well. Saturday we are leave as well. Saturday?
We applied for leave, but
Well, then Percy will do all the cleaning up and...
Art and leisure.
Voila. The whole thing fell now. They were to read, they get painting. So much a job.
Thank you for the ice cream, but
I need attention, man.
One
more time must come, stay here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All the flat doesn't matter.
Bye.
Kiss.
Johan Shouty.
Smile, smiling, camera.
Bye.
Bye.
The kind they
Bye.
I must watch this video, man. You know how I like watching videos.
You going, Benma?
No.
Where's the kid?
Oh, well done there. Oh, lucky not going, man. Let's give him a California.
Smile, smile.
California.
Don't forget my keys. Don't block me, you're taping there.
I'm blocked you.
I know you're drilling a trilogy, you man. Don't take my...
Stay here, children. No, thanks.
Listen, I can record nicely.
That's a speaker over there. Right top.
Yeah.
That roti was good.
Look, there's the recording.
Yeah, the curry was tasty.
Huh?
Very tasty.
What?
The red button is for recording.
Who made the roti?
Is it recording?
now.
Recording.
But the roti there is not like our roti.
So
yeah?
fast he's going in the recording.
It's different. Like they make with brown flour. All wheat, all wheat.
You must press the
Let me see there.
Please don't stop.
It was tasty. It was very tasty.
Not there. You're zooming.
Yeah, I know.
All over beef actually. Even in Singapore they make our food. All over.
Then she does that for us.
I'm not going to talk to you. It's no
From 15 Tomato Place, Chatswood. We are now filming the house, which Vasca's house, and they're going to move soon. And what you're seeing now is the front yard. Those are the beautiful flowers, and there's a courtyard nearby.
Let me do the...
Let's start talking, man. Welcome to the Modley residence, the heart of the beat.
Whoa, look at that flower up there.
Modley residence, the heart of the beat.
come on.
This is the beautiful garden. As you can see, these plants have been watered regularly.
And tell them what plant that is. Come on, they will all
This
look.
is the
Zinnias, my father's favorite plant.
zinnias.
Plant is because of
Famous
my father.
plant of Mr. What's his name?
Dorsami.
Dorsami.
You're Mr. Dorsami, ma.
This is the
What's
grass.
this called now? What's this area here? What's the area?
Garden. Hey, this is a bright stand really quite often. This is
Please, we never had a braai. One thing we must make mention. We never had a braai.
We had a bride.
Not I wasn't here.
We had a bride.
Yeah, we had a bride. We had a bride.
You
Never mind. Never mind.
You
We had a bride.
Yeah,
We had a
so
bride. We had a bride. Remember that day?
no, we had a braai once, man. I don't remember, ma.
Yeah, we had clean. Tell us about only one person's keys is on top of the table, and someone is going to drink coffee on a coffee table.
Like, tell us about Baba now in the house and.
Baba in the house. He was doing very nice things. The way he did everyone nice things that no one ever believed him. Tell us about that dude. No.
Okay, you tell us something about Baba.
Who does this? Who did all these things here? The brothers and Baba. Father-in-law. And all the people.
Put it off, Master.
Let's go to the next room.
Me. The Modley's lovely oak dining room. Here is Veshan's treasure, his Sony hi-fi set. This is all the way from Zimbabwe, Chief Malabar. Here we're all gathering at the new table with lovely big chairs. And we are just trying to get things going. Here are some more ornaments and the lovely CDs that Veshan treasures with his Sony. And now we'll go on with Srini to carry on. The chairs got nice, and it has lots of flowers on it and lots of colors on it. They're really nice.
That's what we your man muscles, eh?
Let me take over. Okay, give me
She took a long-lasting oven where she always bakes, and this is how her delicious cakes come through her oven. Here we have the piece that has been broken for some time, but it gets done. As you can see, it is not very clean at the moment, but it's normally very
She is lovely potent and she uses when
Let me tell you something.
And
she used crystal glasses what we got. So they brought all this. And this is our TV that lasts very long. Very, very long. It has got a present from mommy's birthday. No, wedding. Telling wedding.
Okay. Kadesh fears to buy the Daily News as the toilet becomes a nuisance. This is the place where people concentrate. One and only famous toilet.
Somebody here does not like them. And she's now sitting in the place
In a favorite place. In a
favorite place, but she's never sat there before. Then my trophies that are wandering all at 10 years that are all in this world. This was here when I came out third in school. This one here was when I came out second in school. And all the others was for high jump, long jump, and running and Here's this lovely medals that the family has got from the 5-kilometer races. As you can see, they've been doing very well. These are identical to
What you like, huh? What is it you like?
Since the time we moved in here, I really like this place. Every bit I enjoy. When I look at the garden, I always feel like sitting there and looking at the view. I'm very proud that I'm in a place like this. But today, for us to leave this place, it is something that art saw. So when again we're going to come to this place, we don't know.
And which was your favorite place in
My
this house?
favorite place was everything.
Yeah, where you like to sit or sleep. You know, which was your favorite spot?
Always dining room.
You like to
And
dining
kitchen,
room?
of course.
Where the kitchen, of course, we cook, you see.
Yeah.
Every night we used to have a very good sleep, but sometime our poor Uwe
Fell up.
One, two donks on the head.
Yeah.
Who gave him down?
When
She gave.
You used to dream up.
Who stayed?
Yeah, we both sleep.
I also had an incident
But
with
a very nice sleep we used to have, both of us. We enjoyed our sleep in this room.
Taking blank walls.
I was taking blank walls.
I thought there was this thing there.
Jackie.
Right, put it off.
This is my favorite place to rest and read the paper.
How long you take?
I know.
How long? How long?
20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes.
And I can say something about the tubs. That's
This place I'm gonna really miss. The shower.
incidents where this is hot and that's cold. So be careful, whoever moves in
Don't
here.
take too much of that, Master.
They
You
don't
have to
have
get
to get,
This is the only place I'm gonna miss, the shower.
It was very convenient. Especially with the
It's a
temperature.
nice big shower too.
Take them up as
Think of a shower.
I'm having a bath.
Right, huh?
Put it off.
Yeah.
Match as if to say like, we...
Where's Sati? Wait.
Sati, come.
You can change it up.
Oh, yeah,
Doing makeup and all.
Somebody make
This girl's one
Keep it on a straw.
Yeah, start.
Come, Sati.
Look at me and talk, girl.
Right, Adrian. When the children had to dance.
And you, Asantini?
I liked it when the children are playing games.
Oh, okay. Are you going to write it down?
Here you are. Ovation. You want a t-shirt?
I'm not sure. And then can't you pick me up from here and then take me there? Oh, okay then.
My hair is upset, please.
Okay.
Please, man, I didn't comb my hair. Don't have my shirt.
Hold on. Yes, Mama. Are you going to take her to bring us home?
Talk to her.
Okay, please phone Ramona and tell her because she'll be waiting the whole day. And tell her I'll come early tomorrow morning.
Yes? Talk to Tony.
Right?
Talk to Tony. Tell me when to speak.
Oh, okay. Then one of us do.
Mama, phone is here, Satya.
Open here. Open here.
Bye.
Huh? Yeah?
Stop this.
What you want? Huh?
Nothing. You are dead meat. Hey, the water. You are dead meat.
What asked you in the morning? Rana? But by then that can be ready then. Morning Ovation. Morning Pranlan. You enjoy the sleep? You Nirvana? Huh?
Yes.
Savani?
No, not with Santini putting her legs on top of me.
What Santini did? Santini, for through you're pulling all the kicking about and all that. Oh, she's fast asleep, eh?
No, she's pretending.
Huh?
She's awake now. See, she's awake. She's just closing.
I enjoy the sleep, Santini.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. Kicking me. Yes.
You Nirvana?
Yeah, I enjoyed my sleep. Yeah, me too.
Huh?
Except for Pranlan.
Except for?
Oh, see what he does, man. All the time.
Pranlan? Pranlan, why were you putting your legs?
Then he's
Hey, why are you fighting with her now?
me, man. I'll punch you now.
You're getting violent there.
Check your legs. Oh, heavy? I'll pinch you. Like that. Like that. Like that.
You had a good sleep, Srini?
Yes.
What are you preparing, Sati? Hmm? Baked beans?
I like that.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, your legs, you little frog, man.
I like it real frog.
At least you see a frog. Help! Stop it!
I think you want them.
Percy!
Take a look, that's a shark treatment today.
Yes. It's so nice.
Let's see what it's at.
Jenny, take the one table out. We want Bangla to Jenny.
कैसा पागल
Take it and leave it outside. Please. We'll have more space.
Honey! Yes? See there what she's grinning. I spoke the Dhaka. You getting drunk. I don't know what that smoker you was. Ramesh Hussain. Queen, talking down. She came back to me and said,
Come on, everyone was dancing. Like, come on, everyone dance. Come on, everyone on the floor. That's all right, finish.
Hey, come on, man.
saw me talking to another girl. My wife saw me talking to another girl. My wife saw me talking to another girl. No! What about the half pints? Yenye kide, Anjin kide. Half pint is ducking in the back. You went away. You went to Dolly again. Your best girlfriend was Dolly. Maputa. Hey, I can't hold it like that. But that bra had a thick one. Someone heard. You go steady. He had a thick one. That's why Maya was getting cross. Every time. Hey! No, man.
What is the area for you?
Devin, let's do Bhangra here.
Right, put a Bhangra kesar on there.
Yeah, where's
Put a Bhangra kesar on there. Wait, I don't have.
Hiya. Hey, you must be lucky you got a film star. Filipola.
Sorry.
No, nighttime now. Someone.
Wow. What are you going to say? Mommy.
Congratulations and celebration. We want the world to know how happy we are. Congratulations and celebration. We want the world to know how happy we can be.
Now you must kiss everyone from one side. Yeah, it's part of the Hawaiian
So
tradition.
pretty you're looking in. Then the shed he phoned and said no much jeans.
He hasn't got a colorful shirt, eh?
I took her the outfit to know to wear. She said no much. I don't see me. Where's Christina? Another captain. Ma, you got a captain yellow paper.
Yeah, it's got the camera.
I'm in the mood now.
Yeah, okay, the sweets,
It's
man.
gonna be nice.
No, you shouldn't ask. You shouldn't
Yeah, you got to know
me.
recently.
Where jeans?
It's blood.
How you made the candles with the water?
Colored water.
You made the candles?
Yeah.
I didn't make it.
Very pretty, yeah?
Watermelon, your sister.
What do you think of the arrangement, Krish?
Beautiful.
She made it last night.
Yeah, she made it.
You know when your father's cutting the watermelon?
How you like the basket? Baby wants to be so excited.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
so excited also. What is it?
Nice.
Oh, he's here.
Floating can. Put the music back on. Can you stop?
Very nice.
So
Shelby, how you measure that?
Oh, the cheese was down.
Get the other stuff.
Down here.
No, he didn't.
Where is the eating time? Eating time.
Yes, when's the eating time?
Because I like a Mexican. Hawaii, for what?
When you went to Broadway.
Shelby, what is the inside of it?
Just talk to Dodge.
All right. For the fun of it, for a little while now.
Anna, please.
Oh.
Is that it?
My eyes nice with video. See? So nice.
Hello everybody. You know, we all get to celebrate Keshan's great achievement. I think I'd like to start off with a prayer and ask Mommy to start off.
Ask Sarojaka, you know why? Because I've got the
Sarojaka.
camera.
Say the prayer, please.
O adorable Lord of mercy and love, salutations and prostrations unto thee. Thou art omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Thou art Satchidananda. Thou art the indweller of all beings. Grant us an understanding heart, equal vision, balanced mind, faith, devotion, and wisdom. Grant us inner spiritual strength to resist temptations and to control the mind. Free us from egoism, lust, greed, anger, and hatred. Fill our heart to divine virtues. Let us remember thee. Let us serve thee. Let us sing thy glories. Let thy name be ever in our lips, forever and ever. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
It's rather unfortunate that Brian couldn't join us here. He also did very well. I know it's everyone's goal to reach such marks like what Keshan has achieved, and he's really dedicated to his work, and he's done really well. And I think he should give us a few words.
Before Keshan,
Okay, now leave it to him, time. Let him do it.
Okay, firstly, I must thank everybody for doing this.
Can you stand so I can take it?
For getting this together, because it really means a lot to me. I knew you were planning something, but I didn't have a clue that it was going to be so grand. Thank you all for this. Secondly, I have to thank Mommy and Daddy for all the support and encouragement they gave me during the year.
What about me?
Yeah, wait. I think with their support and their constant nagging me to study, I think I owe them the results as much as I owe it to myself. Okay. Secondly, to Rishanti, okay, your moment of glory. You've done a lot of little things for me during the year, and for the rest of my life too. But it's the little things that mean a lot to me. Thank you. And to Nirashan, thank you for not snoring so loud. Thank you for all that you've done for me too. I'd like to thank everybody as well for all the encouragement they've given me to achieve this success in my life. I'd also like to dedicate my good results to Swami. I know that I've been drifting away from him during the last few months, but this is probably his way of showing me that, showing me the right path. Lastly, to all the youngsters, okay, just in general. In this year, I think I found out more about myself than all the years put together. I've learned that that nothing is impossible, because throughout my schooling career, I've always come out second or third in the class, or the standard, but never first. Not saying that I came out first, but I've scored more A's than anybody in the school. So I'm really proud of that, and I've found out that by dedication and perseverance, that anything can be achieved. Thank you.
Bravo, bravo.
As Keshan said, his parents stood by him all the way, and his mother and father stood by him, as well as everyone, his whole family. I'd like to ask his mother to say a few words. His mother say a few words.
Ask it first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.